Peace and love. I hope that you are doing well. So this message is for someone who is battling emotionally with a relationship that left you feeling confused, left you feeling abused, taken advantage of. And this person really just took your kindness for weakness. And I want to give you a little bit of understanding as to how we're used as tools and instruments in other people's lives and vice versa. So I want you to release the burden of what this particular person did to you and understand that you came out on top, and understand how God was using you in someone else's life when you didn't even know it. Yes, seems like you ended up getting the short end of the stick, but that was only temporary. Because what this person didn't know was that nothing is by happenstance. There is no such thing as coincidence. So when you two met, when you two interacted, it was with purpose, for a time, a season, a reason. Whatever that was, it was not done in vain. You were used as that last attempt to be a wake-up call for someone to wake up from their slumber, to wake up from their trifling ways of using and abusing people, trying to see what they can get for nothing, finessing, taking advantage of people who were kind-hearted, hardworking, who want the best for people. They did not know your greatness. And standing next to you with your mild self, with your calm self, with your kind-hearted self, they didn't know what you were made out of. They thought you were weak like them. Because it takes a weak person to not be creative, to not find their own way through things, and to dump their emotional baggage onto other people, and to project and to try to use people. It takes a weak person to do that to someone else. And you weren't the first one that they bamboozled. This has been a habit for them. This has been a lifestyle to them of taking advantage, lying, stealing, conniving. You weren't the first one. But God gave them the chance for it to potentially be their last time. To send someone into their life that will put that mirror before them and help them to look at what needs to change in them. And you did that for that person. That's why they went so hard to discredit you, to make you look like you crazy, to try to make you seem small. Because when you put that mirror up to them, they didn't like what you forced them to see. See, just by you operating in your greatness really turns a lot of people off. Really makes people see the things in them that they need to change. Makes them feel inadequate when they're standing next to someone who is willing to do the work. But you know what they chose? They chose that reprobate mind. And God was giving them signs. God was giving them signs. Those second thoughts of, maybe you shouldn't do that to that person. Or when you said a certain thing to them, or when you responded to a certain question a certain way, they knew that your eyes were open. But you were just observing, being cool, giving things time to unfold, not trying to be too judgmental, not trying to accuse people of doing things. You just let it play out. Maybe there was a little bit of people pleasing involved. Maybe there was a little bit of putting others' needs ahead of your own going on. But best believe you were never a sucker that they tried to play you for. See, while they thought that you were operating from that energy of desperation, wanting to be liked, wanting to be loved, wanting to have friends, not wanting to feel left out, whatever that reason, whatever that struggle was that allowed you to overgive to this person, that's what allowed them to think they had you in the bag. Yeah, she weak. Yeah, she don't see what's going on. I got her wrapped around my finger. All of that. while God was letting them know the whole time, you might not want to mess with this one, player. All right, I'm going to show you how you were protected. They got to see how protected you were by taking part in your blessings just by being next to you. Sometimes your grace spills over to others when people are around you, just so God can allow people to see how he works through others. And also, if you're in the midst of bad company, their bad karma can rub off on you as well. So it's very important to align yourself with the right people, with the proper energies. Because this fool thought it was all sweet. Almost thought they were God. Thought that they were getting away because they kept winning. They didn't have to sit and look at themselves. But when they dealt with you, after God finished with y'all, they see it. And they are paying for everything. Every stumbling block, every lie, every hurtful thing that they wished against you. All the traps that they tried to set for you. All the mental gymnastics and games that they tried to play with you. All of it is coming back to bite them in the behind. And they're being tortured by it. So yeah, they may have really hurt you. They may have really betrayed you, deceived you, confused you, had you in a place of just not feeling yourself for some time. That may be true. But you still won. Because you came out of it with your dignity intact. You always land on your feet. And they didn't count on that. They didn't know how strong you were. They thought you were like them. Stuck in their ways, and they just thought that you would just be there for them to keep leeching and taking advantage of. They didn't know the power that you had. They didn't know how protected you were. They didn't know that you had the strength, the courage, the wisdom, the gumption to keep working on yourself, to keep striving. They didn't know that about you. They slept on you. Now look at them. You won, Sugarfoot. You won. And I just wanted to tell you that today. My name is Latasha. I am your certified self-revival and master spirit coach. My platform is Clara's Revival. You can email me for individual coaching at mycoach@clarasrevival.com. Also check out my website to see what services I offer, clarasrevival.com. If I have blessed you, you can also bless me via Cash App at LoveClara360. I love you, and I'll talk to you soon.